Greetings all. I am making this video to get a message to the British Crown, Her Majesty the Queen, the British Parliament, the British Prime Minister, and all concerned. My name is I.J. Onuibo, a human rights activist, a former captain of the United States Army, and today I am speaking on behalf of my people, the indigenous people of Biafra, who you, my lords, amalgamated with Nigeria in 1914. I saw the video yesterday where the totality of the British Parliament were condemning President Trump for using the word shithole to describe African countries. And I felt something very wrong with that situation. As politically incorrect as the word shithole, President Trump was correct in his description. The picture I saw in your video of condemnation was a picture of guilty parties angry that someone exposed their wrongdoing. Your Majesty the Queen and my lords, with utmost respect, I remind you of the atrocities that Britain committed against these shithole African countries by colonizing us. And in Nigeria, by amalgamating regions that have nothing in common with each other, which is the very reason that nothing works in Nigeria today. Yes, you gave us independence in 1960. But the problem now is that you are still indirectly involved in the bad conditions of the country. You own great amounts of oil shares in the foreign companies drilling and degrading the oil-producing region of Nigeria, which is my land, Biafra. And as I speak, you are actively training and equipping Nigeria Army, who are being used by the Nigeria government to torture and kill the indigenous people of Biafra for asking for a referendum out of the Nigeria experiment which you conducted and left unfinished. You were highly complicit in the shithole condition of Nigeria and other African nations. Right now, the Hausa Fulani Herdsmen Association have declared jihad on all regions of Nigeria if they are not allowed to dominate the regions with their cattle through the grazing bill presently being deliberated on in the floor of the Nigerian National Assembly. Currently, cattle and their herdsmen are taking over classrooms from school children and taking over state government houses in the south and eastern regions of Nigeria. Over 70 people were killed in Benue State few days ago by the Hausa Fulani herdsmen because Benue State people refused to let them roam residential neighborhoods with their cattle. In all these happenings, Muhammadu Buhari, along with the whole Western world community, have kept mute. Many Biafran indigents were tortured and killed by the Nigeria Army, and the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is also a British citizen, is nowhere to be found since his house was invaded by the Nigeria Army in September of 2017. And we have not seen Britain do anything to make Nigeria government account for his whereabouts. Albert Einstein said that the world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing while the evil persists. You can still make a lot of money the right way by partnering with the people who own the oil oil-producing land. Stop Muhammadu Buhari and the Hausa Fulani cabal from continuing to threaten and hold us hostage. Stop equipping them and their army to kill innocent protesters of freedom. We demand justice and fairness. We are a hard-working and giving people. All we want is to be in control of the land that God has given us. We are asking you to play a role in undoing what you did when you joined different nations together for administrative purposes in 1914. We are asking you to do something to disband the nations in Nigeria. We are still willing to work with and do business with Britain on the terms we agree on through dialogue. Biafra has the potential to make Africa a great continent and become Africa's superpower. We have the people. We are dedicated people, hardworking. We can be the nation that other African nations can look up to, just like many countries in the world look up to the United States and to Britain and to Germany. Why won't you already developed nations help see to it that we get our own nation, that we divide so that we can become functional and cohesive? Think about it. It will reduce migration of Africans to Western countries at the long run. And isn't that what you all want? Now you are making laws to keep African people out of the first world countries. But they come because there is nowhere else to go. Because the leaders of African nations that you work with to keep the people impoverished, they do nothing to help the people. And you keep working with them. You cannot have it both ways. Think about it. We built your nations through slavery. Now help us and let us build ours by enabling our total independence from enslavement of the Hausa Fulani cabal. All you have to do is facilitate a peaceful devolution of Nigeria so that each region will become autonomous. Thank you for your attention and consideration of our plea.